Yo, welcome back to the channel. You are watching episode 21 of NXT here in Universe mode on the channel. Don't Like Me, Bite Me. It's the final episode of NXT before we head to Orlando, Florida for the NXT TakeOver special. Coming up shortly, that man right there, the King of Flight, King Ricochet, makes his debut on NXT since he showed up an impromptu meeting with Will Ospreay, the Cruiserweight Champion, a couple of weeks ago. But your main event for tonight, Ty Dillinger makes his first appearance on NXT. The Perfect 10 takes on the NXT champion, Hideo Itami. But coming up next, TJ Perkins, the first Cruiserweight champion, takes on King Ricochet in his in-ring debut. Alright, welcome back to NXT. Kicking things off here with Cruiserweight action. Just days away from TakeOver, where Ricochet challenges for the Cruiserweight Championship. First held by this man, TJ Perkins, won the inaugural Cruiserweight Championship Challenge. We should have said the Cruiserweight Classic that was hosted on the WWE Network. Defeated Grand Metalik in the final to win the big gold purple belt. But here comes a man who has won just about every accolade across the globe apart from anything in the WWE. King Ricochet, who is absolutely no stranger to Will Ospreay. Familiar with TJ Perkins, they've wrestled each other several times. Not to mention several other WWE superstars who reside here in the company and in NXT that Ricochet has crossed paths with. Came up with Adrian Neville in Dragon Gate. Would certainly be familiar with the likes of Akira Tozawa, Zack Sabre Jr., Kota Ibushi. The list goes on and on, but the possibilities are endless. The vast roster at the disposal of Ricochet to have these incredible matches with allows the imagination to run wild. Now TJ Perkins and Ricochet feeling each other out with the tie-up early on. Nice uppercut from Ricochet. TJ Perkins, one of the most underrated workers on the roster. The best is yet to come from that man. Athleticism from Ricochet on demand with the double stomp. Cuts TJ Perkins in half. Flying forearm. And we're kicking things off here with a bang. Nice arm drag from TJ Perkins, trying to slow down the train. Muddies the waters with the Northern Light suplex. And some unsolicited, unprotected blows to the head for them kicks. A nice corkscrew. Here we go, TJ Perkins back in first gear. Ricochet with a jawbreak, a springboard. There's a nice tornado DDT. King Ricochet confronting Will Ospreay on more than one occasion, insisting that he is the best cruiserweight in the world, and it's hard not to argue with it. TJ Perkins on the outside, Ricochet sensing blood in the water. Beautiful corkscrew moonsault. And that's what the Full Sail faithful pay to see. And that's exactly why William Regal brought Ricochet to NXT. Hurricane around with a pin, hooks the legs on TJ Perkins. Really overwhelming sense of occasion. Get to TJ Perkins, he kicks out. Now the former Cruiserweight champion back in the driver's seat. Nice arm ringer. There's the hammerlock hold on King Ricochet and extends, hyperextends the rotator cuff. These cruiserweights are like spiders. You take away one of their limbs and it totally affects their arsenal, severely influences their offense. Beautiful tornado DDT of TJ Perkins. And of course, through standing moonsault. These competitors are like human highlight reels. There's nothing they can do that does not amaze you. And he misses with a springboard frog splash. Ricochet beginning to mount a comeback. Will Ospreay must surely be glued to a monitor in the back with intent. And there's the flip bottom. Turning TJ Perkins inside out. Ricochet heading to the top rope district. And when there's high risk, it pays off. When it connects, 630 splash. With consummate ease, Ricochet hooking the leg, picks up the victory. There's a 3 count. Impressive in-ring debut by the King of Flight, King Ricochet. And the confidence is mounting as we head into TakeOver Orlando, Florida, where Ricochet will challenge Will Ospreay for his newly crowned Cruiserweight Championship. Everybody in the Full Sail University on their feet. They respect this man. They know all about him. There is the official graphic for the aforementioned Cruiserweight Championship match at TakeOver. Ricochet versus Will Ospreay. So perhaps some mind games being played by Kenny Omega challenging Hideo Itami at TakeOver for the NXT Championship. Kenny Omega making the statement that Itami is not a real champion until he beats him. Welcome back to the channel. Cedric Alexander, one of the aforementioned Cruiserweight Classic competitors, makes his debut on the Universe mode, swiftly eliminated by Kota Ibushi. One of the best matches of the tournament before being signed by Triple H. The man that Anthony Mafia has challenged at NXT TakeOver Orlando to a street fight. Felt like he was disrespected when he first came face to face at the TakeOver event at San Antonio, Texas. Triple H pedigreeing Mafia in the center of the ring to kick off the show, which led to the campaign of hate by Anthony Mafia, brutally beating Triple H in a backstage assault to set the tone for the showdown at TakeOver. Cedric Alexander with a flying clothesline. Anthony Mafia wakes up back to his feet and hits him with a dropkick. Cocky and self-assured, you wouldn't expect anything less from a man who self-professes himself as the young legend and has a sick head. Beautiful arm drag to take down a former Ring of Honor superstar. There's a kick to the spine, the lumbar to be exact. With Cedric Alexander, one of his finishing maneuvers is called the lumbar check. Pistol tornado DDT with one arm on Anthony Mafia. And Easter knees in the corner. We have not seen Triple H since the assault by Mafia. Will he be here in the building? Will he be watching closely? You can guarantee that. But he will definitely be in Orlando, Florida for the TakeOver event. 3 amigos coming up from Cedric Alexander. A homage to one of his heroes, his icons, Eddie Guerrero. Cedric's finishing maneuver is a frog splash. You do the math, it's not a secret, he's his influence. Lumbar check. Coming up right on the spine, on the pine of Mafia. Doesn't go for the cover though. Got more up his sleeve, hits him with the Enzuigiri / Shining Wizard. Could he perhaps be signaling for the 8-second ride? No. Scoops him from the shoulders, Mafia goes behind, targets the knee. Belly to belly attempt blocked with an elbow to the nose. And another running strike shut down by Cedric. And here comes a code red, sufficiently executed by the Cruiserweight Classic competitor. Mafia kicks out on the count of 1. Cedric Alexander going up to top rope territory. Frog splash and it misses wildly. And Mafia setting him up on the shoulders for the gut buster. Similar types of offense between the two men, especially in the finishing hold department, but the similarities end there. Especially with Mafia picking up the victory. There's the 3 count. The confidence is growing for that young man. It's been said he's one of British wrestling's best kept secrets up until now. With a gut check and finishing move, Cedric Alexander paves the way for a no-holds-barred match at TakeOver. And here we go. Triple H is here. The music ringing out around the arena. The chairman of NXT has showed up. We're all too familiar with the catchphrase, what's best for business. And business is about to pick up here at Full Sail University. Triple H marching out to the ring. Confronting Mafia, there's a right hand. Opening up closed fists on the young legend, he's defenseless. The owner of NXT sends Mafia packing over the top rope. He's not going down without a fight. Off camera, he's back in the ring, back for more. Hunter ducks, more right hands, opening up the face of Mafia and sent him back out the other side of the ring. Back the way he came to begin the match. Battle lines have been drawn. At NXT TakeOver, it will be no holds barred. It will be a street fight between the young legend Anthony Mafia and the King of Kings Triple H. Coming up next, main event time here on NXT. Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10 versus the NXT champion Hideo Itami. Welcome back. This is your final segment of the show. Main event time, the Perfect 10. Ty Dillinger added to the game via the Future Stars pack. Is our first time seeing him here on the channel. A fan favorite who's amassed a cult following with his legions of hard work, his stellar performances here in the company over the past year or so, finally getting the spotlight he deserves. And what an opportunity, closing the show against this man, the NXT champion, one of Japan's finest exports. You'll be hard pressed to find a guy that hits harder on NXT than that man. Attacked last week as we closed the show by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has been a thorn in the side of Hideo Itami since arriving here on NXT as his mystery partner. When he took on Austin Aries and Roderick Strong, Itami was attacked by Kenny Omega from behind after that match closed. He's been tit for tat ever since. Omega finally issuing his first statement on the matter earlier on in the broadcast. So we have confirmation that he's in the building. We saw him. How far away is he from interfering in this match? From showing his face. Ty Dillinger now with a short arm clothesline, clinging onto the arm, extending the offense. And we're going to get a hat trick of clotheslines as Itami putting up very little fight. Hideo Itami showing signs of life, waking up, shooting Ty Dillinger off into the ropes. And he's met with a clothesline. And there's an enziguri as well. Hideo Itami is unbeaten here on NXT since defeating Samoa Joe at TakeOver San Antonio, Texas, with a go to sleep. Ty Dillinger shuts him down with a falling neck breaker. It's no secret Itami's neck problems in the past put him on the shelf for a good 3 to 4 months. Since landing on his head from a botched power slam at an NXT live event. Pinpoint kicks being shot off in the corner. Nails him with a face wash. Single arm suplex, and here comes the Omega one. Kenny Omega showing his face at ringside. No intent other than to serve as a distraction to Hideo Itami. And now the Ty's turn. Ty Dillinger. Running neck breaker. Shades of Mr. Perfect. Aptly named because Ty Dillinger is the perfect 10. Draw breaker by Itami. Looking to win himself back into the fight. Kitchen sink. Hurricanrana attempt denied by Ty Dillinger. And this could be it. Tie breaker right across the knee. Hideo Itami might be about to be the victim of a major upset. Kicks out at the count of 1. Ty Dillinger can't even believe his ears. Now the battle wages on. Itami. Those pinpoint kicks. Looking for the sit kick and met in the spine with the drop kick by Ty Dillinger. And a knee to the face with his neck thrown across the ropes. Kenny Omega has the night off from in-ring action. Hideo Itami, the champion, does not. The pride in the man to be a fighting champion. Big back body drop. Omega didn't like the looks of that. Would be thrilled to know Itami will be softened up before the big championship match at the pay-per-view. And Ty Dillinger might just have the answer. Diving through the ropes with a suicide tope. Hideo Itami with the fight back. Here's the comeback, sweeps the leg of Ty Dillinger. Kenny Omega just itching to put a stick in the wheel of Kenny Omega and stop him turning. Of Hideo Itami, sorry. Penalty kick just catches Ty Dillinger, and here comes the Kenta series. The beat rush commences. Ty Dillinger eating every kick like it's about to be his last meal. And is it time for a nap? Up on the shoulders and the fireman's carry, and he went way to go. Time to go to sleep. Hideo Itami connects with a knee to the bridge of the nose of Ty Dillinger, and there's the 3 count. NXT champion making it look easy. And neither opponent showing any signs of fault or weakness or flaws as they head into their championship showdown for the coveted NXT championship. Hideo Itami 1 month at the top of the rankings with that gold championship belt. First title defense coming up this Sunday. And now Kenny Omega cuts him off with a dropkick. He's seen enough. Didn't take long. Shame on Itami for turning his back on the former Bullet Club leader. Hideo Itami is in dangerous territory here. Kenny Omega has not seen enough. Going back to the wounded Itami. Laying in the boots. The mudhole stomping commences. And we know what this represents. If Ty Dillinger can't soften Itami up, then Omega will do it himself. You want something done right, you know the rest of the slogan. Sending them packing outside. It's a mugging here in Full Sail University. Open hand slap, kicks to the gut, punches to the face. Itami's just wrestled a match. There's very little energy to defend himself. Kenny Omega, the former G1 champion of New Japan, dragging Itami down to ringside. What's he got in mind? Where the hell is security? Where's the referee clones when you need them? Dragon suplex on the concrete floor. Oh my days. Omega sets him on top of the shoulders, drops him with a one-winged angel. On the floor outside, offers very little padding and protection. Omega did this with no other agenda than to obtain the biggest advantage possible over Hideo Itami. A dragon suplex and one-winged angel on the outside floor, sure to weaken her neck for one more one-winged angel at NXT TakeOver. The confirmation is in the bag. Hideo Itami defends his championship against Kenny Omega at TakeOver Orlando, Florida. Thank you for watching. As always, please like and subscribe, share, and let me know below what you thought of the show, and let me know below what you are looking forward to most at TakeOver Orlando. Is it the Oscar Open Challenge? Is it the street fight? Is it the NXT Championship match? Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in a bit.